I'm speaking to you from the beach in Cannes in France, and don't be put off by visions of me splayed out on a sun lounger taking in the rays. It is a work trip. I've been hosting my show CNN Talk from the Cannes Lions Festival, which is the Oscars and the Davos combined for creative types, I'd say. There are awards for the best media and marketing campaigns and a busy schedule of panels and talks on the sidelines too. Celebrity brand ambassadors have been flying in and adding the glitz that you'd expect of the French Riviera. And with them, the fashion stakes rise. As I look around me, you might describe the people here as achingly trendy, but you are what you wear. And these are the people, after all, charged with defining the zeitgeist and communicating it back to consumers. Those who control the multi-billion-dollar global marketing spend are also here alongside key agency figures and media execs. Now, when I look around me, I see people in shorts, I see colourful shirts, the odd tattoo, a beard, a summer dress. The trick really is wearing something that's flexible, because you might be expected to go from a hotel breakfast meeting to the conference centre, to lunch on the beach, and then cocktails even on a super yacht moored out there in the harbour. I can see them in the other direction. Glorious machines. It is one of those corporate events, though, where the men feel as much pressure as the women on what to wear, because they can't fall back on the trusty suit. As I learned to my cost the first time I arrived, I had to go straight out to buy a whole new wardrobe as soon as I arrived. Nobody wears suits on the seafront, which would have been obvious if I thought about it. The pressure to conform with the right look, though, exists in any environment, I'd say, but so too does the will to stand out. It reminds me of an event I was speaking at recently where a female CEO from the property business described how she used to wear suits with shoulder pads in an effort to fit in with the male-dominated environment. Only later in life, when she'd found success, did she have the confidence to wear something that she was more comfortable in. You might hear a helicopter coming into land behind me. There's always going to be some level of compromise with your workwear, I'd say. You can't usually get away with wearing what you do at home. You might not want to. What you can do, though, is wear something that complements the setting so you look credible, and then you can give it a twist that allows you to express your character as well. So think about the rapper who hits the red carpet wearing a tuxedo, but also a pair of box-fresh sneakers, or the female leader who makes a virtue of the fact that she's the only woman in the room. The former UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher may not leap out as a fashion icon, but her outfits were granted the rare honour of an appearance at the revered Victoria and Albert Museum in London in 2016. In her memoir, she wrote, "I took a close interest in clothes, as most women do, but it was also extremely important that the impression I gave was right for the political occasion." The V&A senior curator of fashion, Claire Wilcox, said in a press release, "As a powerful woman in a predominantly masculine environment, Baroness Thatcher used her wardrobe as a strategic tool to inspire confidence and project authority. She understood the power of image, especially in a media-driven world, and inspired female leaders around the world to follow in her example." Not only do Baroness Thatcher's sartorial choices, she says, reveal important aspects about her as a person, but the context in which the outfits were worn reflects significant moments of social and political history of the late 20th century, as well as life after Downing Street. I actually had the chance to film in Thatcher's personal archive at Cambridge University a few years ago, where Chris Collins, who looks after it, was very keen to show me one of Thatcher's handbags, and he explained that she used it as a prop at meetings with European leaders. She would arrive at summit meetings, he said, put the handbag on the table, and you knew she was in business. And the idea was that she would swing it from left to right like some female Tarzan, he said, laying low European leaders and eventually getting away. What Collins is doing there is tapping into the tribal nature of the workplace and how fashion actually plays into it. Leaders have always asserted their positions with what they wear. Just look at the military. Every corporate environment has a uniform, and you need to reflect that, but also give it your own take to reinforce your own independence, authority, and crucially, character. Goodbye from the beach.